Have you ever boarded a luxury cruise only to feel like you missed something? That hidden VIP lounge everyone seems to know about except you? The dinner table that's whispered about in hushed tones? The cabin trick that could save you hundreds of dollars without sacrificing comfort? Today, I'm revealing 10 cruise mistakes that can silently ruin your vacation, and the insider secrets to avoid them. Stick around till the end, because the final tip could save you thousands and completely change the way you cruise forever. I've spent years sailing on over 30 luxury cruises across the Caribbean, Mediterranean, Northern Europe, and beyond. I've spoken to crew members, chatted with concierges, and uncovered the hidden systems cruise lines deliberately don't want you to know. This isn't theory pulled from travel blogs. It's tested, real-world knowledge you can use on your very next voyage. 1. Booking the wrong cabin. Most travelers pick a cabin based solely on price or general location, often completely overlooking hidden perks that could transform their entire cruise experience. Cruise lines subtly encourage passengers to choose mid-tier cabins, which maximize their profits while keeping you comfortable enough not to complain. But here's what they don't tell you. Hidden gem cabins or suites can sometimes be cheaper and significantly more comfortable than the obvious options. The cruise industry uses sophisticated pricing algorithms that fluctuate based on demand and inventory management. This means that a cabin directly above or below your first choice might offer better value, more space, or fewer disturbances. But you'd never know unless you dig deeper. For the smoothest and quietest experience, always check detailed deck plans and read cabin-specific reviews on sites like Cruise Critic before booking. Then, call the cruise line directly to ask pointed questions about obstructed views, proximity to elevators and engine rooms, noise zones from nightclubs or theaters, and whether the cabin is located beneath heavy traffic areas. Quick insider tip: cabins located near midship tend to feel far more stable during rough seas and are generally more peaceful, away from the constant foot traffic near atriums and entertainment venues. Avoid cabins directly under the pool deck unless you enjoy the sound of deck chairs scraping at dawn. Real-world example: on a Mediterranean cruise, a couple I met had upgraded to a small balcony cabin at the last minute during a flash sale. They ended up enjoying an incredible sunset view over Santorini, all for less than what they would have paid for the original interior cabin they'd been eyeing. The difference? They called the cruise line 3 days before departure and simply asked what was available. Another secret: guarantee cabins. These are unassigned rooms sold at deep discounts. You pick the category, but the cruise line assigns your specific cabin later. Sometimes, you get upgraded for free simply because they overbooked lower categories. 2. Overpacking and mismanaged luggage. Overpacking creates unnecessary stress, embarkation delays, and sometimes even extra baggage fees. Many first-time cruisers fear they'll miss something luxurious or important, so they bring everything: formal wear for every night, multiple pairs of shoes, gadgets they'll never use. But cruise cabins are compact, and excessive luggage can slow down your embarkation and clutter your limited cabin space. The smart approach is to pack versatile, mix-and-match clothing pieces and keep a small carry-on bag for absolute essentials like medications, travel documents, a swimsuit, and one change of clothes. This ensures that even if your checked luggage is delayed, you can still enjoy the pool and relax without waiting anxiously. Stick to a color palette that allows you to mix and match outfits effortlessly. A couple of elegant blazers, neutral pants or skirts, and a few statement accessories can create multiple looks without taking up half your suitcase. Always store valuables like jewelry and electronics in the cabin safe rather than buried in your luggage. Pro tip: roll your clothes instead of folding them to save space and minimize wrinkles. Use packing cubes to organize items by type, making it easier to find what you need. And bring a power strip or multi-USB charger. Cruise cabins typically have very few outlets, and you'll be competing for charging space. 3. Ignoring dining secrets. Missing out on the best dining experiences can seriously detract from your cruise enjoyment. Many travelers stick to rigid dining schedules or default to the buffet out of convenience, completely unaware that the most memorable restaurants and exclusive chefs' tables fill up within hours of embarkation. Booking specialty dining before you even board ensures you secure your preferred spot and time. Many cruise lines open reservations 90 to 120 days before departure, and the best tables, especially those with ocean views or near the chef station, disappear fast. Here's an insider trick. Opt for late dining seating, typically around 8:30 or 9 p.m. The atmosphere is quieter, service is often more attentive because the staff isn't rushed, and you'll avoid the dinner rush. Plus, late dining means you can enjoy the sunset from the deck before heading in for your meal. Don't be afraid to ask your server about secret menu items or off-menu preparations. Many chefs are happy to accommodate special requests or showcase a signature dish that isn't listed. This simple question can turn an ordinary dinner into an exclusive culinary experience. Real-world example, on a Caribbean cruise, a family I met had snagged a private chef's table experience by booking online 3 months in advance. They enjoyed a multi-course tasting menu with wine pairings, prepared tableside by the executive chef while overlooking the ocean at sunset. Meanwhile, most other guests were standing in line at the buffet. The cost? Only about $50 more per person than a standard specialty dining reservation. Another tip, befriend your waitstaff early. Learn their names, ask about their recommendations, and show genuine appreciation. You'll be amazed how often secret desserts, complimentary appetizers, or priority seating appear when you've built a rapport. 4. Overpaying for drinks and extras. It's shockingly easy to spend hundreds, even thousands, on drinks, spa services, shore excursions, and other extras without proper planning. Cruise lines know that while your base ticket price may feel reasonable, the real profit margins come from micro purchases on board. To avoid overspending, carefully evaluate whether pre-purchasing beverage packages make sense for your drinking habits. If you typically enjoy 3 or more alcoholic drinks per day, plus sodas and specialty coffees, a beverage package can save you money. But if you're a casual drinker, paying per drink is almost always cheaper. Do the math before you commit. Calculate how much you'd realistically consume daily, multiply by the number of sea days, and compare that to the package cost. Don't let aggressive marketing convince you that unlimited automatically equals savings. Research shore excursions beforehand and consider booking through trusted local operators instead of the cruise line. Independent guides often provide more personalized, authentic experiences at a fraction of the cost. Websites like Viator, Get Your Guide, or local tourism boards can connect you with vetted operators. For example, a ship-sponsored snorkeling excursion in Cozumel might cost $120 per person for a crowded group tour. Meanwhile, a local operator might offer a private boat, better snorkeling spots, and lunch for $80 per person, with far better reviews. The same logic applies to spa services. Book treatments on port days when the ship is nearly empty and the spa offers discounts to fill appointment slots. Avoid booking on sea days when demand and prices are at their peak. 5. Skipping shore excursion planning. Waiting until the last minute to plan shore excursions often leads to overcrowded tours, overpriced experiences, and disappointment when the activities you wanted are sold out. Cruise lines create the illusion that booking on board is simpler and safer, but indecision only inflates costs and limits options. The reality is that cruise-sponsored excursions are convenient, but they're rarely the best value or the most authentic experience. They're designed to accommodate hundreds of passengers efficiently, which often means you're herded on and off buses with minimal time at each stop. Researching your ports of call ahead of time and booking excursions in advance, whether through the cruise line or independently, gives you access to better experiences and often significant cost savings. Private guides can uncover hidden gems that large tour groups never see. Before each port, ask yourself, what do I actually want to experience here? Are you interested in history, food, adventure, or relaxation? Tailor your excursions to your interests rather than defaulting to the generic highlights tour. Pro tip: join online cruise forums or Facebook groups dedicated to your specific sailing. Passengers who've already done the itinerary often share detailed recommendations and even organize private group excursions that split costs. And don't underestimate the power of exploring on your own. Many ports are walkable, safe, and easy to navigate. A little research and a downloaded map can lead to the most authentic, memorable experiences of your entire trip, completely free. 6. Ignoring crew insights. The crew members are the quiet experts of every ship, yet many passengers completely ignore them, relying solely on online reviews or official ship maps. This is a huge missed opportunity. From the calmest pools to secret lounges and insider dining tips, crew members know it all, because they live and work on the ship every single day. By politely engaging with crew members and asking for advice, you can discover the best times to visit the spa when it's empty, hidden observation decks where you can watch the sunset in peace, exclusive dining spots that aren't advertised, and even which shore excursions the crew themselves would recommend. A single insider tip from a bartender, concierge, or cabin steward can completely elevate your cruise experience. They know which shows are worth attending, which buffet stations have the freshest food, and when the ship's photographer offers discounted photo packages. Here's the key: be genuine, respectful, and curious. Crew members deal with demanding passengers all day. When someone treats them like a person rather than a service, they're far more likely to share the hidden knowledge that transforms a good cruise into an unforgettable one. Real-world example: on an Alaskan cruise, I asked my cabin steward where he liked to relax during his breaks. He directed me to a small observation lounge on deck 12 that wasn't listed on any map. It had floor-to-ceiling windows, comfortable seating, and was almost always empty. I spent every morning there with my coffee, watching glaciers glide by in complete peace. 7. Following the crowd. Letting the crowd dictate your schedule and activities can silently ruin your vacation. Cruise lines design schedules, ship layouts, and entertainment programming to herd passengers into predictable patterns, creating congestion at popular spots and a constant fear of missing out. To escape the crowds and reclaim the sense of luxury you came for, wake up early and explore the ship when most passengers are still asleep. You'll have the pool, hot tubs, and breakfast venues almost entirely to yourself. Explore less popular decks, often the higher or lower levels that don't house main attractions but offer stunning views and peaceful seating areas. Dine off-peak, either earlier or later than the main seating times, and you'll enjoy faster service, quieter ambiance, and more attentive staff. Sometimes the most serene and luxurious spots on the entire ship are just one deck above or below where everyone else is gathered. The passengers who master this art of strategic timing and independent exploration are the ones who return from cruises feeling truly rested and rejuvenated, not exhausted from battling crowds. 8. Falling for cruise spending psychology. Cruise lines are absolute masters of behavioral design and spending psychology. From the carefully calibrated casino lighting that removes any sense of time, to buffet layouts that encourage you to take more food than you need, every single detail is engineered to nudge you towards spending more money. Complimentary drinks served by the pool aren't just hospitality, they're designed to lower inhibitions and encourage late-night bar visits where you'll pay premium prices. Specialty restaurants entice you with limited reservations and exclusive menus, creating artificial scarcity. Loyalty points, onboard credits, and flash sales create subtle psychological pressure, the nagging feeling that you'll miss out if you don't buy now. Even the layout of the ship is strategic. You're funneled past shops, casinos, and bars multiple times a day, simply navigating between your cabin and the dining room. This isn't accidental, it's deliberate exposure designed to trigger impulse purchases. Understanding these systems allows you to resist the trap and make intentional decisions. Set a realistic daily budget before you board and track your spending through the cruise app. Pre-plan your excursions, dining, and entertainment so you're not making expensive decisions on the fly when your judgment is clouded by vacation mode. Know which extras genuinely enhance your trip and which are just clever marketing. In the end, you'll leave the cruise richer in meaningful experiences, not just buried in credit card debt. 9. Neglecting hidden luxury perks. Many passengers completely overlook unadvertised perks that can dramatically enhance their cruise experience, such as concierge access, complimentary spa treatments for suite guests, exclusive suite lounges with free drinks and snacks, priority embarkation and disembarkation, and access to private sun decks or pools. These hidden benefits are often reserved for savvy travelers who know to ask, or for members of onboard loyalty programs and suite-level bookings. By proactively asking your concierge, checking your cruise line's app for members-only offers, or simply reading the fine print of your cabin category, you can uncover complimentary experiences, sometimes worth hundreds of dollars, without spending an extra cent. For example, many cruise lines offer free fitness classes, wine tastings, or behind-the-scenes galley tours that are barely advertised. Some suites include butler service, free laundry, or priority reservations that most passengers never realize exist. Don't assume that what's listed on the website is all that's available. Dig deeper, ask questions, and take full advantage of every perk your fare includes. 10. The final big secret: timing is everything. When you cruise can dramatically change your entire experience. And this is the ultimate secret that seasoned travelers and even billionaires use to their advantage. Off-season sailings, such as late fall in the Caribbean or early spring in the Mediterranean, often mean quieter decks, cheaper cabin upgrades, lower airfare, and private beach moments without the crushing crowds. Even on board, timing matters immensely. Early mornings and late evenings provide peaceful luxury without the noise and congestion. The same pool that's uncomfortably packed at 2 p.m. is a serene oasis at 7 a.m. The same specialty restaurant that's fully booked at prime dinner hours often has availability at lunch or late evening. Mastering the art of timing allows you to enjoy hidden luxury, save substantial money, and truly relax. Exactly like seasoned cruisers and the ultra-wealthy do. You're experiencing the same ship, the same destinations, the same amenities, but on your terms, in peace, without the chaos. Timing is the ultimate secret to an unforgettable journey, and once you understand it, you'll never cruise the same way again. Those are the 10 cruise mistakes that can silently ruin your vacation, and exactly how to avoid them. Each one of these insights comes from real experience, real conversations with crew and insiders, and real trial and error over dozens of voyages. Your next cruise doesn't have to be stressful, overpriced, or overcrowded. With the right knowledge, you can navigate the hidden systems, unlock exclusive experiences, and travel like the insiders do, with confidence, elegance, and ease. For more insider cruise secrets, tips on hidden luxury, and smart travel hacks that actually work, make sure you subscribe to LuxeDepths, where luxury meets depth. Because luxury isn't just about spending more, it's about knowing more. And now you do.